Green with a lot of trees. Where we're about to go now, we're going to a site and going to see mountaintop removal, the effects of blowing up this beauty and its greenery and the trees. We're going to see what happens when big coal companies come up and destroy all this beauty.
And also,
we just learned about a guy named Larry, who's a local hero around here,
also,
who unfortunately I guess recently passed away, who started all this stuff to try and stop mountaintop removal and refused to sell his property.
That's why it's so important for me to say how green it is and the trees that are around, because where we're going from here is the result of how companies destroy all this beauty that you see around us.
So they're like, we better.
25,000 at the height. 25,000 miners live here,
Wow.
that, including their families. You're talking 100,000 people in this little valley.
Wow.
Wow.
I did see where some of the coal was popping up just back here when you
Comment. I've asked for an informal conference. What they should do is set a date for us to go climb around on this with the DEP and talk about whether it makes sense to continue mining this or whether there's not enough coal to justify the environmental impacts of it. We don't have a date yet. That's why I said today the 10th. That's why I said at the bottom of the hills, because we want to make sure that we get all of our ducks in a row before they approve this. The reason I'm having you guys stand where you're at is because this used to be a 100-foot sheer drop, and they backfilled it, so it's kind of unstable. It tends to be unstable. But as you can see, they've planted some grass here and some grass over there. And how they do that, it's called hydro seeding. Do you all know what that is?
The equivalent of a chia pet.
Correct. They basically spray a chia pet on top of the surface because this is what replaced your topsoil. You know, your topsoil is gone now, so you've got this rocky substance. So it's very difficult to grow things on it. So they spray, it's like a wet cardboard, and it basically has grass seed in it. And so they keep it green, and it's a lot more aesthetically appealing than just this gray moonscape. But the reality is it's not doing anything functionally good for the environment. To the forest behind you, and then the forest in front of you, and you can identify probably 3 distinct tree species here. I'd say you can't do many more than that because they don't plant many more than that. And you'll notice that they're kind of short, squatty scrub brush type.
Nothing like this.
Nothing like a hardwood forest.
Well, not only that, but what are they feeding off of down there? They don't have the,
Yep.
Here they got real soil.
Exactly. And so that's...
Are those reclaimed way back there too?
And this is a better
That's
way
reclaimed.
Yeah.
how much of
All
the
around.
I mean, anywhere where the elevation dropped.
I can see the grass like over there. That's reclaimed all the way in the back.
And then over here, they're active